Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, this is an after dark stream, which means that I'm streaming at an unusual hour at an unusual time or place. And usually my regular stream times are Sundays at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time. However, it's 2:37 a.m. on Sunday. Hasn't been 1 p.m. yet. And we're jumping right into this. Um, this stream is special for YouTube because not a lot of people. If you're here on Twitch, you get to see it. If you're on YouTube, congratulations. I'm excited. I'm excited. Last episode of Apothecary Diaries really got me like, it really got me just absolutely like zoned the fuck out. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it zoned in, like locked in, like completely like, what is going on? Like, what is the mysteries that are being laid out here? And that's how you know that the show's doing really, really good, right? When the show's able to pull you in so beautifully and then kind of give you a soft kiss, like a little, you know it's doing good. But I have questions. I have a lot of questions. We'll start off by asking some of these questions. The Emperor, Mao Mao, and Jinchi. We have three separate individuals in here, right? And that the ending of the last episode, we saw that the Emperor kind of took a drink, right? It kind of like in modern day, it would kind of look like. Hold on, no, hold on. Oh, naruhodo ne. You know, modern day, they would look a little something like that. But slurp, right? So it's like he's planning something, right? Or something in that capacity, and my mind instantly starts fucking spiraling. Not even 2 minutes in, and I already said a curse word. Oh no, YouTube demonetization coming after me. But no, realistically, it started implementing a couple things. So I have a couple questions for you. Can Mao Mao be considered for a concubine status? Concubine Mao Mao. Can Mao Mao be considered for a concubine status? And that's where my mind immediately starts rushing into. If the Emperor really starts seeing the worth of Mao Mao in some capacity, can she fall into that, and how would that affect Jinchi's relationship with the Emperor? Even past that, what is Jinchi's past in growing up? Like, what is Jinchi's past, right? Like, as a kid, that has formed him to be the way that he is today, that he clings in a way to Mao Mao for being different, right? In comes in the next aspects of things, and I know that I'm asking a lot of questions, and it might not make any sense. You know, it might not make any sense whatsoever, but it's like when we're looking at a scenario like this, we're looking at all these like inferences and whatnot. I guess comes in a couple highlight points or a couple big moments altogether. Like number one, if Mamba, okay, let me take this out, right? Let's go ahead and zoom out. That's macro-esque, right? And as we like to say in the field, let's go ahead and take a macro step out. Mao Mao is the way that she is because of what? Because she grew outside of the palace, right? Trauma, childhood trauma, yes, a lot of childhood trauma, a lot of everything, right? All together. So, what would happen to Mao Mao in particular if, like, let's say that Lacan had her as a kid and grew up inside the palace? What would change for Mao Mao? What education she was taught? because right now, this is something I always conceptualize, right? I always try and conceptualize is I feel like Mao is really smart in the way that she interacts and the way that she is because of the environmental aspects. She's a very smart individual, and I feel like she would still be very, very smart. But would that carry through in a positive manner if she didn't have the empathy and the knowledge that she has of medicine and 101 things, or would that carry in a different light? Very interesting question, hypothetical questions. I know I'm asking a lot of questions out there. I'm claiming Mao as ace. I don't know. I feel like slowly but surely we're gonna see Mao start coming out to Jinchi. Slowly but surely we're gonna start seeing that rapport and that propinquity, right, of them slowly starting to attach to one another. And it's ooh, she feels disinterested in general to me. But here's the thing, Cyberspace Cat. Is that because she's ace, or is that more so because of willfully trying to go ahead and like oppress any form of feelings, any form of anything, because she was sold to the palace, right? She is a slave to the palace, and it's not her job or her ability to fall in love. It's that fight or flight scenario. You know, it's something worth thinking about. Something worth conceptualizing. So, okay, let's go into this. We're breaking this down. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions and concerns. Let's talk about the emperor. And not El Emperador, right? Sold, promoted, fired, rehired. She has a lot of serious. I feel like Mama, like if Mama put as much emphasis into her relationships and understanding her relationships, she might have already solved or put together a lot of clues about Jinchi in the past. But yet she purposely likes to go ahead and keep a veil on because it's like, oh, I don't want to go ahead and dive deep into a certain scenario, right? Or into certain people's lives, because what does that mean if she discovers certain things, right? Like what is this gonna go ahead and pop up for her? And that's something that I'm always keeping in mind. It's like, I wonder what this would mean for this individual if they were to uncover certain things, whatever that may be. I don't know, right? But let's jump into this. The Emperor. Now, I know that certain empires and certain kingdoms and whatnot have a history of doing shady things, i.e., we know that the previous emperor liked them young, right? but, like, for example, there's a lot, like a huge case, I think it was a lot of, like, previous kings, monarchs, not necessarily of China, but of other nations, were really into, like, incest. Oh, I guess I'll put it in here. I'll write it out because I don't want to be demonetized. We're really into, or or is this strictly a clean line that the emperor comes from? Like, does this come from a line not of thinking of anything like this, but more of just like the emperor gets to go ahead and whatever, right? Or does this actually the emperor come from a line of where individuals might say, hey, that's your sister, and your sister takes priority? Like, Habsburg moment. So something worth considering, right? When it comes to empires, monarchs, and whatnot, it's very common to see trends and instances like this, and it's making me wonder for the emperor that has multiple concubines, right? That is able to go. I know. That's right, brother. You got me, hot water cooler. When it comes to this emperor, when it comes not just specifically to this emperor, but the empire in general, right? What does that mean? Does this empire and previous emperors come from, marrying individuals outside of their immediacy or inside their immediacy? There's a lot of good questions that I have regarding that altogether, but let's go ahead and erase that. Let's jump right into another line of question here. Now, the most important thing in the like need for speed, races and shows and whatnot, it's family. What does the current emperor's family look like? And in fact, what did it look like in the past, right? Thanks so much for the follow, Milabelle. Hope you're doing well. What did the emperor's family look like in the past? And more so. Oh, Night Watcher, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it, man. And more so, how does this have an impact in the here and now, right? I.e., how do traditions, or as we like to call it, lore, impact us? How does previous traditions, the philosophies of what was established previously, the say like, oh well, emperors need to do this, or empires need to do this, or concubines need to do this, or you know what, the emperor needs to lay with 80 women and whatever, right? How do those traditions impact us in the emperor in terms of what it means to go ahead and establish a healthy family, and what in terms of what it means to go ahead and have boundaries, in terms of what it means to actually rule, right? And even more so, in the scenario like this, can Mao Mao be seen as a threat inside of this like relationship where the emperor has all these concubines, right? And the ladies in waiting and the eunuchs and Sure and all these people see that the emperor and Jinshi favor Mao Mao in some capacity, and they just decide to go ahead and target her and or make her out to go ahead and be a villain. That's a hell of a target. Mao Mao is legitimately being the in between place of a lot of scopes of work unknowingly. And even though she doesn't want to be there, Mao Mao has accidentally placed herself as a pawn in the middle of everyone's targets, right? Because they all have to be careful of Mao Mao because Mao Mao is able to go ahead and deduce things. So it makes things even more worrisome. Like, imagine if they're able to go ahead and put the emperor and his back up against the wall, where all of a sudden Mao Mao is seen as a villain. Mao Mao is now used as a target to get to Jinchi or to get to the emperor. All of a sudden, Mao Mao is used as a way to directly start targeting some of the concubines. All of a sudden, Mao Mao is challenging, say, eunuchs, or Mao Mao is challenging the ladies in waiting, and that's okay because the emperor allows it. All of a sudden, what seems to be seen as like the emperor having almighty power, no one goes against them. People start targeting that because Mao Mao's targeting this, and Mao Mao's a-okay with anything and everything that's going on. It makes me very worried of what's to come in here, and it makes me worried about this relationship between Junshi Mao Mao, the emperor, and everything all together. Well, even if she's on, like, even if you know your place, right? Here's the thing: people like to say, "Don't rock the boat," right? Mao Mao's not trying to rock the boat, but because Mao Mao is Mao Mao, Mao Mao is rocking the boat unknowingly, and that's the key thing there. Because Mao Mao is like, "Oh, I want to go ahead and make medicine. I want to solve this mystery. Let's go, Scooby Doo gang." Guess what? A lot of people are looking at that and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like Mao Mao's just being Mao Mao. Mao Mao's not intentionally trying to rock the boat. Mao Mao's not intentionally trying to go in and start shit. Mao Mao is just being Mao Mao, but because Mao Mao is such a Mao Mao, everyone's like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a lot of interesting questions. I am sorry. I probably yapped on for like 14, 15 minutes about this, but it's important to take into consideration the impact as to how all three will have on one another at some capacity, especially if the emperor starts to show any form of favoritism or any form of like just a small preferential treatment towards Mao Mao, considering everything else that's going on around. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to lay out my thoughts before we get into the episode, and that way they're all thrown out here. We've been going at this for quite a while, almost 2 hours now here on stream. Um, and it's just important for us to be able to go and conceptualize anything and everything that's going on there. And that way you guys catch up to where's my mind at, right? Why is it there? And so on and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Boys and girls, are you ready? Set. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Get ready to jam out. Get ready to jam out. Let's do it. Momo, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Honestly, fucking beautiful, fucking powerful, fucking everything. Like I really love I really love the this is Psyculturist After Dark. This is Psyculturist After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. You mods have no power here. Yeah, this is Psyculturist After Dark. You mods have no power here. If it was a regular stream, I would say you guys have power. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lena coming on through. There's a way to solve this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on. All right, I think I got it here. All right, there we go. As soon as chat shows a hint, Ed cooked a lot. I haven't even cooked, bro. We haven't even started the episode, and people are already saying emo only. We haven't even started the episode. Overall, I do want to go. Yeah, and this is why it's a Psyculturist After Dark stream. You know, after dark. Oh no. All right. Anyway, unless there's a good reason why in the staff chat, which I'm not seeing it pop up, but I do want to start off by saying, what have I arrived to in my domain of night? I do want to start off by saying it's really, really interesting to first off see and or understand the impacts of familiar, like, you know, of the dynamics that are being presented in here, right? The dynamics of the Emperor, of Mau, of Jinchi, and to see where this goes. How is this going to go ahead and be highlighted, especially going on forward? Anyway, let's go ahead and jam out, because apparently the mods are saying emo only mode, and I don't have an explanation for it. So I literally might just demod people and put off like emo only mode off or something. Oh. Is it Jinchi? Hold up. Are we going back to the past? Hold up. Oh my goodness. The hairpiece. that look in her eyes, that's his mom, then I'm assuming then.
母様
どうして母はあんな表情をしていたのだろう。
さあ、部屋にお戻り。
Just that power dynamic touch. Judging by everything that's in here, I'm assuming that this is probably the like old emperor, right? The one that was mentioned beforehand. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in here. If I'm right, drop a Dorito, because that's sort of what I'm thinking is this is more than likely not the current emperor, but then the one before that, considering like, all the the royal regalia and everything that's happening in here. But then comes in my question. Is this looking at the segment in her eyes, and is this a misdirect? Like what is actually happening here? The level of anger, the level of like the quick emotion and everything that comes through. By the way, the mods haven't gotten back to me, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and turn off emo only chat because I haven't had a good reason why we're in emo only mode. So it's coming off because I don't know why we're in emo only mode unless a mod can. Hold on, let me check. No, I haven't even gotten a DM. And okay. Anyway, so looking at this, for me, it's becoming apparent that there was a clear power dynamical scale and structure here that wasn't, I don't know, wasn't being attended to correctly. This is interesting. Like, hmm.
どうして母はあんな表情をしていたのだろう。
さあ、部屋にお戻り。
It's like precaution for the first thing. No.
あの老人は、あの老婆は誰だったのだろう。うまく思い出せない。あの老人は、あの老婆は誰だったのだろう。
I'm assuming because you're having these interactions with them in a way, shape, and or form. Is this your grandpappy and your grandmommy, and you don't even fully understand it? Is this your grandpappy? Is it the rat? That's sort of what I'm making an assumption of, right? Which was the very beginning of the entire show, and like once we start to discover certain things, we know that things were. This was direct. The way this was directed confused me. Not gonna lie. Well, it already showcased that number one, there was a weird power imbalance and power discrepancy, and as this emperor got older, look at the amount of eunuchs surrounding the empress, right?
さあ、部屋にお戻り。
Makes me wonder what was happening to the emperor by the end of everything. Like at this point in time, what was happening to the emperor for him to cower like this and for him to be afraid? Unless, even though the emperor might have power in some capacity, the empress has more, or in some way, shape, or form has like a traditional role of like, they get to go ahead and dictate certain things or some. I don't know. I can't really put my mind to it. Dami? No, I think it's.
あの老人は、あの老婆は。
But the fact that they were interacting this friendly with you, hands tend to be an agent of change. This is the previous emperor that is like, handing something to this kid, and the kid is playing with the ball. It's as though it's gonna hand them the keys to something, right? Or towards greatness, or towards something altogether. The concubine or the mom coming in and blocking this from view altogether, obscuring his total view of what was really present, him not even fully realizing who they are, is now highlighting even further that Jinshi's role to play is probably even more significant than we know. More than likely, he is like royal blood, right? Even more so in the direct sense of the way. And in some way, shape, or form, we're being obfuscated from whatever that truth may be, in the same way that Jinshi's being obfuscated, right? But considering that the emperor, the previous emperor, has come through in such a capacity and is being held this way, and the concubine has to come through and automatically come through, it's a bit confusing as a kid. Yeah, but for me, it's automatically showing something. Like, look at the eyes. It's as though he broke a boundary. He broke a boundary that shouldn't have been broken. Like that stare down. It's that stare down is insane. It's like almost a direct, like, you broke a boundary that you shouldn't be doing this. Like, what are you doing? You shouldn't have direct contact with this kid. Blah 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 blah. Unless there's some weird political motive inside of the imperial family, because looking at the way that as to how the empress came through and immediately justified this scenario and immediately placed her power in her presence here, that makes the emperor shudder and go away, makes me wonder if there's not some backroom deals actually happening that like completely repositions everything. And it's making me even go even further into like a big conspiracy nut at the moment, and I might be cracked out at the moment. I literally might be cracked out at the moment. But what if this is being done on purpose? I.e., to regulate power in whatever way that they see fit. Obscuring Jinshi from fully acknowledging and knowing what's truly happening, i.e., controlling what the previous emperor could or couldn't do or be around, right? And then all of a sudden you start mixing lies with reality and you get a whole different narrative narrative definition from it. I'm just looking at it, my mind's starting to spiral, and it's legitimately making me wonder. Number one, well, a couple of things, but number one, does Jinshi, I guess if this is what Jinshi realizes or knows or he's questioning, sorry, my mind's. Also, the thing that fell, that's from the beginning. Look at this. Look at this. My brain's still trying to catch up. Sorry, guys. My brain's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. So, if his brain is still catching up to this, how much more repression is happening for Jinshi? Like, It's a great opening scene. It's a wonderful opening scene, but there's a lot of questions and concerns that are being highlighted to me, which is how much of this is being repressed, right? For Jinchi. How much of this is like legitimately being pushed down for him in some capacity where he's not allowing this, or maybe slowly but surely it's coming up to the surface in some way, shape, or form. Um, yeah.
嫌な夢だ。
Whew, okay.
あの老人と老婆が何者なのか、あの頃は知る由もなかったが、後に教えられた。老人は父で、老婆は祖母だった。
No, the fuck he's not. More than likely. No, the fuck he's not. No, the fuck he's not. I think that this is utter and complete fucking narrative control. The old man was your father. Okay, then why did you react this way? Why did the concubine react this way? In fact, why was it a clear and utter boundary violation between everyone? Unless there's a narrative control element that is being presented in here. My mind is absolutely spiraling into an instance where this was done. Oh, I mean, not all fathers are great, but yeah, good point. Yeah. Mm.
あの頃は知る由もなかったが、後に教えられた。老人は父で、老婆は祖母だった。
Also, does anybody else find it odd?
老婆が何者なのか、あの頃は知る由もなかったが、後に教えられた。
The number of eunuchs that are there taking the emperor away. I thought that like the emperor should be held at such a high level that like, you know, you couldn't even look at him in some capacity. Unless the empress has more control that we know. And unless there's something about, you know, something to the capacity where the empress might have more power to go ahead and rein in, say, we were talking about this earlier, the line, you know, individuals, so on and so forth, more than anything else. Looking at the emperor is generally forbidden, right? So considering the fact that the eunuchs are so able to just pick them up and go means that the empress has more power than anything altogether. So it makes me wonder, and it really is just pushing this onto me, right? Number one, if this is a lie that is being sown to us, the old man was my father and the old woman was my grandmother. Why? Is it to depower Jinchi? Disenfranchise Jinchi in some capacity? Why? Like, why is this being told? When the body language is so obvious, like everything is screaming that this is an utter like and total lie. Maybe very old age, bordering on to dementia. Even then, especially if you're an individual with position of power, you wouldn't. I'm pretty sure they would be treating you a little bit differently. A little bit differently.
老人は父で、老婆は祖母だった。そして、ずっと父だと思っていた男は。
They told me. They told me. Not he is my brother, you know. They told me. So Jinchi even identifies that something is wrong. That the man I always thought was my father was actually my brother. They told me. So I think that Jinshi is starting to get sussed up. Jinshi is starting to feel really, really sus about the situation in here. Official Nar. No. The rat is my mother and the frog is my pet. I wish I had an Ed to break down my confusing ass relationship and tell me if I was actually onto something or just straight up delusional. Oh, it's Mendako. Oh, well, I'm here for you. I hope you're doing okay, my friend. The current emperor, a cutie in his own right.
兄だということも妙なところで鈍いあの女官でもそろそろ気づくはずだ、もしくはすでにだったら気が楽なんだが
Damn, Jinshi. Damn.
昔々この国には別の民が住んでいた、その民たちは長を持たなかったが、藤吉より尊い血筋の女性がやってきて、その腹に天の子を宿した。それがリーの最初の皇帝となられた。
From a different land?
月のない夜も見通せる目を持った女性。
The woman whose eyes could see even in the darkest of nights. Did she have like a seeing disorder or something? Like, oh, or is this just a fairy tale? Like, I take almost everything in Apothecary Diaries, like literally, right? Like, there's a witch. How are those new glasses of yours? Wonderful. Like, I feel like I can see into the darkest of nights. Or it might just be that, like, I can't see in general. Oh.
それがリーので、その方が藤吉より尊い。
These people had no leader, but a noble woman arrived from a distant land. So if this individual, especially if this woman didn't come from this land, she came from another land, could she bring previous practices along with her? We're talking about rituals and traditions at the very beginning of the stream. The sort of where it's hitting at for me as well. It's like, I wonder how much of an impact that can have, especially if it's like, say, Western side of things, you know, where a lot of individuals really thought it has to stay in the family type of thing. Child from the heavens. But it doesn't say where she came from. So.
月のない夜も見通せる目を持った女性はやがて王母と呼ばれ
Royal Mother, whose eyes could see in the darkest of nights. Yeah, she has night vision. It turns out she sees the world like, what is it? Like night vision goggles, like just utter and complete, like, we're going dark, boys. She's a vampire. And Sam Fisher, yeah, goggle noises. Metal Gear. Oh no. Oh no. That, I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Silk Road. But does that mean that this woman had eye issues? Not eye issues, but like whose eyes could see even in the darkest of nights. It's highlighting that the eyes are a key concern in here. So it must mean that like there must be something special about like their eyes, right? Just a powerful witch. Could be. Anyway. Sorceress. Oh God.
この国の建国の昔話か。
どうだ薬屋
Hey yo, how is it, Apothecary? Hey yo, instantly comes in and closes the gap.
天使様、顔が見えてしまいます。おっと。せっかく勉学に勤しんでいるのに、こんな生き物が覗いていたら勉強にならない。生徒は20名ほどですか。
もっと集まるかと思ったんだがな。
最初は10名ほどだったので増えた方かと。
まあこんなもんだろう。とはいえ、神使様の目論見が成功して 下女の識字率が上がれば、
Right.
高級のありようも変わってくるだろう。現にシャオランは、今は
Same. Here's the thing. Everyone has a different way of studying. I'll be very honest. If I'm in a classroom, if I'm in the classroom and it's like hours and hours long, I prefer to learn by myself, like using the internet and using 1,001 things. I feel like I could stay more alert than in a classroom setting. If I had a professor entire time, he had a beard and he talked like this, and it's a 4-hour class, and today we will be talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and like that's all you heard, like for 4 hours nonstop on the like every day, like. Yeah, I had a professor for earth science. Yeah, I have a hard time learning myself. I actually learn a lot just by listening to lectures. 100% ascendant age. Sometimes just like listening to what people have to say, like lectures or whatnot, is actually huge. Is actually huge. We all have our own unique way of learning, so it's important to go ahead and capitalize on that. I'll be honest. You want me to really get to know something? Let's go out for some beers. It doesn't have to be beers, it could be food. Let's go out and grab some food. If I'm out eating, I'm out drinking with you, and you're talking about like whatnot, I bet like it will become the most interesting topic in the world. Like if it's me and you, we're like sitting down, we're eating, we're having a beer, whatnot. It's like, bro, tell me about it. Like let me go in, right? And all of a sudden, I'm gonna start hyper fixating on it until like we're able to solve the solution. It's great. People have simply different rates of learning. The same lectures can be too fast for some students. Yep. There's no pleasing everyone. Exactly. Everyone has a different way of learning and a different way of like getting the information as well.
簡単な物語を読む段階に移っている。
ジン様、そろそろお時間が。
ああ、お前はどうする？
私はもう少し見学していきます。
そうか。
The class
気
will
に
be
なったことがあれば
recorded
報告してくれ。
わかりました。シャオラン。
Ah, she's so happy.
どう？少しは字覚えた？
まだまだだよ。また先生に聞きに行かないと。
Turns out Shalon is actually working for Sude, and the real Sude is Shalon all along, and she's a real big bad. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please don't take that seriously. I always like to bring it back to how she's gonna be like either caught up as a victim in the entire thing, or actually turn out to be a big bad, right? My heart, she's adorable. I know.
ママも一緒に行こう。
おう。
隣の棟に先生がいてね。時々聞きに行ってるんだ。
古い。
Liam, no.
すみません。失礼し。
古い。
Damn! Look at the size of that building. Damn! For a shrine? Damn!
秒。
すみません。失礼します。
はいはい。そちらのお嬢さんは初顔だね。
妙に細長く奥まで伸びているような。柱の間隔が狭い。かなり細かく部屋が分かれているんだろ
あの廟が気になるのかい？
う。ええ、少し変わった作りの建物だなと思いまして。
あれはこの地にもともと住んでいた民が作った廟だよ。王母様はこの地を治める際に古い信仰を拒まなかったんだね。
王母様ってさっき習った初代皇帝のお母さん？
そう、王母様は息子にこう伝えたんだ。この地を治める者はあの廟を通り抜けないといけない。そして正しい道を選んだ者だけがこの地の長となる。
Wow. Sounds fun. Oh, yay. Wow. So, in a big way, didn't this. So, this Mother Royal, right? It sounds like Battle Royale. You don't say, not the House of Mirrors. This Mother Royal is said to have the best of eyes. She has eyes like nobody has seen. She can see a flame in the greatest darkness. Mother Royal, or as I like to call her, Mommy Royale. She was wonderful, great. She could look at you with her special eyes. Oh no. So if that's the case, though, doesn't that mean she can see a fart in the Windsor? Doesn't that mean such I've never seen such eyes, beautiful eyes, amazing eyes. Even oh god. So doesn't that mean necessarily then only those who choose the right path can be the ruler? The ones who rule this land must pass through that shrine. Did she create this? Did she create this? Did she make the shrine, chat? Because if she did, then isn't that kind of fucked up? Because it's like, for example, I have astigmatism. Not just a stigma, but astigmatism. And if a stigmatist went ahead and fucking made a shrine that only people who like have their special eyes can go through, then congratulations. Maybe repurpose. Oh, Mommy Royale started it. Fuck, bro. Because all of a sudden I'm over here like, okay, so then you're particularly saying only people with special eyes are going to be the ones that are able to rule this land and must pass through the shrine that was created by Mommy Royale with her special eyes. We got the blind leading the blind.
そして正しい道を選んだ者だけがこの地の長となる。息子は無事あの廟を通り抜け皇帝になったというわけだ。この地に遷都したのもあの廟があったからだね。しかしもう何十年も使われていない。今後も使われるかどうかね。
どういうことですか?
So it does like if mother like because I'm assuming that this is how everything starts compiling all together, right? If that's the case, if someone has to pass through this and it was built by someone in this regard, then all of a sudden my mind starts going into 101 different like eye perks or eye not, right? Chekhov's shrines. Okay. Turns out she had a cat eye and a regular eye. She has a Sharingan on one eye, and then she has like the nine-tailed fox eye on the other. Like stigmatism. What is it like? What are the other ones? There's a couple other ones. She's colorblind. She has like literally one pupil dilated all the time, and the other one super small. Like, what was her fucking saying thing? She's collecting those eye conditions. Like David Bowie. Oh, she was David Bowie. Nah, she just had red. She had a pink eye the entire time, but nobody wanted to treat it. They were her special eyes. I'm fucking dying here. The dark power of my eyes. Oh, okay. I need to breathe on that one. I need to breathe on that one. That was a.
先帝の兄君たちはみんな流行り病で倒れただろう。残ったのは先帝のみ。
どういうことですか?
先の主上、先帝の兄君たちはみんな流行り病で倒れただろう。残ったのは先帝のみ。
They all passed away from the epidemic? GG. Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we're about to get down. The Emperor was just emoting on them. Oh no. I mean,
病で倒れただろう。残ったのは先帝のみ。
通過儀礼を行うまでもなく決まったというわけ。
so but then yeah, so then if the Emperor hasn't done it, then how do we know if he's fit to be the Emperor according to these standards? If the Emperor hasn't done it, how do we know if he's fit to be the Emperor? Do you want to argue with them? Fucking throw me up, brother!
結果、
あれに興味を持ってくれる子がいて嬉しいよ。随分と久しぶりだね。
昔は興味を持つ方がいたんですか？
ああ、昔ここにいたイカンが変わり者でね。暇があったら高級内をうろうろしてたよ。今のお前さんみたいにあの病のことも。
それってルオメン。
知ってるのか？
しまった。つい。養父です。国境を出た後は花町で薬屋を営んでおりまして。
そうか、ローメンの。
この人は親父と仲が良かったんだろうか。
That smile, man. That smile that he just gave was so like, like, we in good company, we in good hands. Like, bro, that's such a like.
見て、かけた。
おう。毒はございません。失礼いたします。
待て、クスシ。この後行くところへついてきてほしい。
Emperor, yo, chill. Chill. I'm going somewhere after this and I want you to accompany me. Does Jinchi know about this? Wait.
どちらへ？
選択の廟へ。
You know, sometimes Chekhov's gun isn't really a Chekhov's gun if it's clearly being pointed. Oh, I mean, it still is if it's being pointed out right there.
突然どうされたのですか？
一体何をなさるのやら。昼間見た古い病。
Oh!
手習い所の先生。
お待ちしておりました。
もう一度チンが通ってもいいのか？
Again.
何度来られても同じかもしれませんが、それでもよろしければ。
帝に対してヒヤヒヤする言葉遣いだ。
お月はどなたが？
うん。ではこの二人で。
Oh.
ここは女人禁制では。
方々も女帝も女性ですよ。どうぞ。
では参ろうか。
Okay.
三つの扉。
That's a weird color choice. The first thing I would do if I go into this room, and I've already heard the stories that were told previously, is take off all the lights. Gamer colors, right? Take off all the lights. Because it was stated that the Mother Royale can see a fart in the darkness. It was really good in the nighttime, right? So first thing to do, turn off all the lights. And now we play the game. And now we play the game. And for me, it would just be like, take off my glasses, right? Take off my glasses, see who has the special eyes. Knife fight. Let's make a deal. Is it beyond, or like, you know, is it right behind door number 1? And door number 2?
赤き扉通るべからず。つの扉赤き扉通るべからず。
Was the special eyes just fucking color
三
blindness?
つの扉赤き扉通るべからず。
Because then wouldn't
扉の
that...
色は青、赤、緑。
Because then if you put on the little, like, thing, it would probably just show up very clearly that, oh, no sign is going to tell me what to do. Red door it is. Me, whenever I play fucking video games, you ain't going to tell me what to do. Because what a specific, like, color choice palette to go through, right?
どの扉を選びますか?
Blue, okay.
青にしよう。前は緑を選んだからな。
さようでしたね。ではこちらへ。管理する我々の身にもなってください。使われなくなったと思ったら突然やってくるお方がいるのですから。
苦労をかける。
What's interesting is that this eunuch is able to talk to the emperor so freely. Are you guys getting, like, capting that as well? This eunuch is just so freely speaking to the emperor in this manner. It kind of makes me wonder if there's a old person privilege. Yo, must be like 4. It's about to be 4 a.m.
緑、茶、水色。次は茶の扉を通るべからず。
緑にしよう。
My dumbass would probably be like, let's go blue again. Because it's clearly highlighted as a bigger door, and the other ones are probably not going to be in that matter, right? It's like the Winchester. Have you played the Stanley Parable? I have. I got really mad at the narrator.
まさかこれをずっと繰り返すのか?
Those are all the same size, I think.
上がったり下がったり戻ったり曲がったり、もう方向がわからない。同じところをぐるぐる回っているような気もする。帝はどうして私を連れてきたんだろう。早く終わらないもんか。
これが最後の扉だな。
次の扉は青、紫、木で、青き扉を通るべからず。それと他にもここに通じる扉が。
But notice how the color schemes, like I feel like if our
別の道からここに合流するのか。
決めた。木を選ぶ。
よろしいですね。
頼む。
Good luck, try again. Child of royalty, yet not child of the mother royal. Fuck. Rip bozo. Try again. Dead end. That's... Bono. Chacal. Sácalo de aquí.
だが、王母の子ではない。意味はわからないが明らかに拒絶だろう。
前に来た時と同じ結果か。
妙に真剣な顔をしている。
真に転移を知ることはできないか。
何をおっしゃいますやら。この廟を後宮の中に閉じ込めた時点で、ここを管理する者は私一人になりました。転移に何の意味がございましょう。
おそらくこの老宦官は後宮ができる前からずっとこの廟を管理してきたのだろう。管理を続けるため虚勢して宦官になってまでここに。
お帰りはあちらです。
So he knows the layout, he's just not able to go in.
帝は看板の指示に従って進んだ。
At least to what's perceptive towards like rational thinking patterns from what you could observe immediately. But if you connect the story that the old priest was saying previously, then all of a sudden for me it's starting to make sense a little bit more. I don't think that the Holy Mother or Mother Royale had pink eye. I think somebody had to clean and maintain it. I think that the Mother Royale just And it's not astigmatism, because astigmatism would have made lights go. Well, I mean, maybe because light, but I think it's probably something along the lines of like she was colorblind, considering the colors of these doors, the gaming colors.
間違いはしなかったはずだ。
RGB baby.
なのに正解にはたどり着けなかった。何か別の意図があったのか。部屋の数、選んだ扉の色か。
きっとローメンならわかるだろう、
ね。
親父ならわかる。
Old man, you don't fucking drop that.
養父ならわかるというのですか。
さてね、どうだろうね。
Old man.
の知識はすごい。でもお
Damn, your dad would have had that. Your dad would have figured this out.
医術に関しての知識が群を抜いている。
Yeah.
関係するということか。3つの扉、3つの色。王の子よ。だが王母の子ではない。この言葉の真意は何だ。
真が王母の子ではないという言葉の意味がわかるか。
そういえば、建国の物語に登場するのは初代皇帝の母、王母だ。父親は出てこない。ならば母方の血を重んじそうなものだが、実際には男子による世襲制をとっている。その中で王母の血筋を残そうとするなら。
先帝の兄君たちはみんな流行り病で倒れただろう。
人種様、
何か気づいたことが？
先帝のご兄弟は同服だったのでしょうか？
全員が同服ではないが、王子を産んだ母君たちは姉妹だと聞いた。
つまり血が近かったということですね。無礼にも聞こえるかもしれませんが、一つよろしいでしょうか？
許す。言ってみよう。
代々帝位を継いだのは目の悪い方が多かったのではありませんか？
Well,
確かにあまり良くなかったと聞いたことがある。だが先帝の目は良かったぞ。
やっぱりあの廟の中、もう一度通ることはできませんか？
娘さんはその資格があるというのかい？さっきは連れて行ったけど、そう何度も入れるのはね。扉の選択に口を挟むとなればなおさら。まして妃でも姫でもないだろう。
ただの下女だもんな。
Emperor, just at this point in time, he already gave you the classifications as to why. You know, I would just be like, oh no! Emperor, I didn't mean immediately. Oh no!
もう妃に召し上げようか。羅漢の説得には骨が折れそうだが。
ご冗談を。
ご冗談を。他の妃たちがどう思うことか。
I love how Jinchi even says it as well. I like that Jinchi even says it as well, right? Ask and you shall receive.
それもそうだ。ならば、お前が連れて行くか。
Oh! Oh, maybe you should take her. Hey!
それもそうだ。ならば、お前が連れて行く。
Did you just say for Mama to be Jinchi's? Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! If that's the case...
それなら構わぬか。
主上がそうおっしゃるのであれば。
では、参ろうか。
But then is this Jinchi's trial or is this the Emperor's trial? If Jinchi is the one that's taking her into this place, is this no longer the Emperor's trial but Jinchi's trial? Hold on. My mind's going fucking wild.
いつもより茶目っ気がある。
Yeah, because
いませんか。
娘さんはその資格が
do
あ
you
る。
think you're worthy, young lady?
さっきは連れて行
I
った
allowed you
けど
to enter
そこを
this
何度も
last
入れる
time, but it
のは
wouldn't do
ね
to permit too many
扉
times.
の
That's especially true if you're
選択に
just gonna go
口を
Alpine
挟
doors
む
to
となれ
choose.
ばなおさらまして
You are neither a concubine nor a princess.
妃でも姫でもないだろう。
ただの下女だもんな。
Right? And then ultimately, the emperor says to Jinshi, you should just take her, i.e., as a concubine, as whatever. And, you know, is this Jinshi's trial? Is this Jinshi's trial?
なら構わぬか。
首相がそうおっしゃるのであれば。
では参ろうか。
Will that suffice? Would that be acceptable? The emperor is asking him if this would be acceptable because now, okay, okay.
首相がそうおっしゃるのであれば。
では参ろうか。
いつもより茶目っ気がある。まずは青。いつもより茶目っ気がある。
Look at the emperor. He's not even looking straight ahead. So it is Jinchi and Mao Mao's trial. The emperor is not even looking straight ahead. He's looking off to the side, clearly centering both of them as though this is their trial. This is interesting. This is a way that you write fucking characters in beautifully and you really elevate the scene to try and go ahead and showcase whose story this is.
まずは青、赤、緑の扉。赤き扉を通るべからず。
どれを選ぶ？
青。ここは帝が選ばれたものと同じ。
次は緑、茶、水色の中から茶を通るべからず。
水色の扉を。
Hey!
真の選んだ扉と違うな。
さっき通った時は分からなかった。王母の子にしか選べない扉があるとしたら、扉の色に鍵があるはずだ。これで10個目。白、紫、緑の扉。汝、赤い扉を選べ。
赤い扉などないぞ。どういうことだ？
緑の
The
扉を
green one would, yeah.
緑。
くぐればわかります。
ここは
Easy clap. Clap, guys.
おめでとうございます。正しき道を選ばれ。
And they did the trial. There is no Vod, my friend. There is no Vod, my friend. It's Miandeko. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful because then all of a sudden Jinshi and Mao Mao apparently are able to be a part, choose the right way. Ooh, it'll be on YouTube though, absolutely.
たようで、その昔王母に選ばれた者は次の王になりました。
The one chosen by the royal mother became the next king. Jinshi. The one chosen by the royal mother will become the next king. Jinshi, even though the emperor is of royal blood, he is not a part of the royal mother or mother royale.
その者はここに立ち、民に宣誓することが決まりでした。誰もこの道を選ぶことができなかった時は、正しき道を選ぶ妃を連れて再度この廟へ。
They would revisit the shrine with the concubine who could choose the right path. Yes, now they should marry.
やってきたと。本来正しき血を受け継ぐ者がそれをなすわけですが、こ この度はどうも違うものが当ててしまったようで。
挑発してきたのはそっちなのに、なんだこのじじい。
それよりどういうことかチンに分かるように説明してくれぬか。
それはそちらの娘に聞いてはいかがかと。
このじじい、言いにくいことを私に言わせる気か。
だそうだ。
建国の物語では王母は暗闇も見通せる目を持っているということでした。この廟に選ばれし者、つまり王母の血を引く者は色の識別ができない目を持つということです。
GG. Mao Mao is my ancestor. GG. GG at this point in time.
色の識別が
どういうことだ。
では、先ほど私が選んだ
Wizardry is a
扉の
beautiful
基準につい
thing.
て
No,
ご説明
Nectarino.
を。最初は青、赤、緑の扉があり、赤い扉を通るなとありました。なら、青でも緑でも正解なはずですが、王母の子は青を選ぶはずです。なぜなら、赤と緑の区別がつかないから、確実に赤ではない扉を選
Right, you
ぶ。
were right.
赤
No.
と緑が区別できない。
この国では珍しいのですが、裁縫には
Really,
赤と緑
Leonia?
の
Hell
判別が
yeah.
できない男性が10人に1人の割合でいたそうです。
ローメンならわかるだろうね。
裁縫に留学していた親父ならこの特性を知っていただろう。あれはそういう意味だったか。次の扉も同じです。茶を通るなの指示で、茶と緑の区別がつかない場合、消去法で水
Which
色を
is a
選ぶ
light
でしょう。
blue. Right.
最後の扉も赤を通れとありながら赤い扉がありませんでした。ですが、白と紫の扉が確実に見分けられるなら、残る扉が赤だと判断します。
Would have to be the red
つま
one.
り正解は2つあるように見えながら、本当の正解は1つしかなかったのです。
Damn.
しかし代々の皇帝にそんな特徴があれば気づきそうなものだが。
養父から聞いたことがあるのですが、色が判断できなくても慣れてしまえばどうにか対処できるので、
They could live
案
mostly
外周り
normally.
にいても
Yeah.
気づかないのだとか。そして色の識別が困難な分、読めが効くとも聞きます。それが王母の目の言い伝えの元ではないでしょうか。
王母から引き継いだ特性を持つ者しかここを通過できないということか。
Right.
時には偶然通過した者もいるかもしれませんが、最後の部屋までたどり着ける確率は相当低いでしょう。
How many doors were there until that very last one? Chat. 10. So you're talking about 3 doors, possibly like 30 doors, right? Total, and he has to pick 10 perfect sets, right? 1/3 to the power of 10 to be able to totally get to the right answer there. That's fuck. That's all I gotta say. What percentile would that be for those of you guys that are good and quick at math? Like, what is the percent of getting every single door right along the way for someone that's just totally guessing? Math is beautiful. Math is great, but I didn't major in math. I majored in psychology. That's why I need someone with the math degree to be able to like 1 in about 6,000, 0.001%. Ooh.
昔話には王母は藤吉より
60,000.
やってきたものとある。彼女は色彩の判別が困難な特性を持ちながら、裁縫の地より従者と共にこの地へとやってきた。
Damn.
新たな地に定住するのは容易なことではありません。そこで彼女はこの地の長と婚姻を結んだのです。
待て薬屋。伝承では王母は夫を持たなかったと聞くぞ。
そこが王母たちのしたたかなところです。血が濃くなりすぎないようよそから来たものをめとるのは珍しいことではない。王母を祖としながら代々男子が皇位継承しているのは、この地の長を立てたやり方に従ったからだと思います。 しかし王母の血族はそのまま自分たちの血が薄れ途絶えるのを良しとしなかった。王母の血を確実に後世に残す方法、それがこの選択の病なのです。もし特性を持つ者がいなければ、王母に近しい血筋の者を妃として迎え、共に病に入る。
In order to ensure that,
妃も病に立ち入ることができるのはそのためだ。そうやって少しずつ国の中心に入り。
And how they got control over it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because at the end of the day, right, if color blindness runs, or more particular through a certain instance, you're able to go ahead. Wow. The center of the nation. Yeah. Yeah.
込んでいく。元いた長の存在を物語から追い出し、王母を祖にするほどに。やがて当時を知る者がいなくなれば、残った物語が真実となる。それはとても平和で気の長い乗っ取りだったわけだ。さすがにそれは言えないけどね。
つまり陳には王母の血は流れておらぬということか。
確実な判別法としてこの病の存在があるだけです。親にその傾向があっても子に伝わらないこともあります。それに血は濃くなりすぎても弊害が起こります。先帝のご兄弟が病で倒れられたのはそのせいかもしれません。
よもやこんな小娘が本当に謎解きするとは思いませんでした。
小娘。
王母がこの地を治められたのは類いまれな聡明さがあったからこそと言われております。この際血を薄めるのであればいっそこの
Damn. It said that the royal mother had an insane intellect. Damn.
ものを取り込んでみては。
は？何を言っているのだ、あのクソジジイ。
それも面白いかもしれぬが、ラカンを敵に回したくはないし、何より胸周りが15センチほど。
The emperor just being like, I need more booba. If I want her as a concubine, I need more booba. She's too flat. Flat as justice, emperor. What are you doing, my friend?
余計なお世話だ。
しかしお気をつけください。よその血が入ることを快く思わない連中も多いでしょう。
分かっておるよ。
That's like 6 cup sizes, by the way.
主情は分かっておられますでしょう。お気をつけください。
分かっている。
Medium is premium.
一体何者なんだろう。
Now it's coming into mind.
帝のお気に入りの宦官。それだけで済ませるには何か。誰だっていいか。
No! Every single time it's there, right? Just connect the dots, but you're too afraid to connect the dots because all of a sudden, you know, your stigma, you know, your ability to go ahead and work with them and, you know, not trying to do, it's right there, Mal. Take the step. Take the step. Do it. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. The less you know, the better you sleep. Right. You don't need to know everything, and I get it. It's that willful ignorance. I think she knows it, but doesn't want to confirm. Absolutely. I want to shake her by the shoulder. Niam, I adore you. Yes. Yes. No! That episode fucking flew by. No! That episode just... Whew! It just flew on by. What is this? Incredible episode, though. It was absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I would consider this a pink eye out of 10. It was a really, really good episode. It really, like, nicely laid out. Like, the Shakovian guns were there. The character developments were there. All of this was, like, so thoughtfully created in a way that like blew my mind, and I got what I was looking for. A little bit of Jinshi's backstory, a little bit of questions surrounding like what does family mean, a little bit of like a lot of the stuff that we were asking for. 10 cents a door, $3 out of 10, like all started coming out. That's such a beautiful way of writing, and I think it just highlights this show even further. Right, this show does some phenomenal things, and it does it right. All right, let's listen to the ending. Let's jam out here. Potato. I wanted to scream with all that you were. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic fucking episode. Legedu asks, what would you do though in Mama's situation? Would it be better not to know? I think it's important to know. I think it's one of those things where you need to know. You need the more knowledge you have, the more powerful it is for yourself. And the more that you're able to go ahead and like use that as a defense in some way, shape, or form, you know, in some capacity. But I do want to go ahead and highlight like I am loving these past couple of episodes of Apothecary Diaries. Have been phenomenal. Have been absolutely phenomenal. And I'm really loving the way that it's going in through it. Like in the different, like, I don't know, the structure of it is just powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys like this episode of Apothecary Diaries, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. That whole ordeal, it means the absolute world to me. That people are able to go ahead and see this out and like, you know, watch it accordingly. It's like 4 a.m. for me now. This season's gonna be so peak. I hope you keep enjoying it. This was a peak episode, man. This was really fucking fun. Like I haven't had this much fun in a while. I've been having a ton of fun this after dark stream that I'm doing here. It's been phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, I appreciate y'all. Practice some self-care. Seek a mental health professional in your area if you guys are going through some tough times. And if you guys need a support network, our Discord community is there for you. We appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Have a good day, YouTube. Be safe. Bye.